almost 6 a.m. Well, we've been on the trail for at least an hour, and we've reached Carver's Gap, and Ken says our world has just changed, because when you look at where the trail continues up ahead on, I guess, the Roan Mountain, it becomes sort of a baldy type environment. So it says Carver's Gap, elevation 5512 on the sign back there, and we stayed at elevation 6270 last night at the Roan Mountain Knob. It's got knob in it somewhere. Shelter. It's the highest shelter on the Appalachian Trail. So this is just a really cool section from what people have told me. So we're going to get busy hiking it and see where we end up today. So we can see the fog drifting over the mountain. This is about as pretty as it gets. Walking up to the top of this Roan Mountain bald. We're going through an emerald forest. I think of it as the mystical forest. We are at the summit of Round Bald. Actually, I'm about 20 feet under it, going up that way. And we're all socked in by fog. I see a patch of blue sky, like right up there. How nice that would be to mix some blue sky with fog. It's kind of surreal. So an old guy just asked permission to take our photos. I say old guy, I asked him how old he is. He said, I'm just a few months shy of 69. I said, yeah, you're a young pup, man. I'm 70. He said he was too old to be doing what we're doing. And I said, well, that's going to be the name of my book, Not Too Old. The fog rolling over the hillside. And we got mountains with big pockets of clouds hanging over. That's Ken up ahead in his signature red shorts. I should say iconic red shorts. They're the same kind of shorts that I'm wearing, but they are red and mine are black. So what do you think about this place, Ken?
It's beautiful.
Tell me about your memories of having hiked up here.
My daughter and I came here about 2 years ago, and you have a really hard climb, all-day climb up into an emerald forest, and you stay at this beautiful shelter and pine needles all over the ground. It's silent and beautiful. And then you come down and you walk out of that, and your world changes. You come to these balds, and it's just the most precious memories of being here with my daughter. We hiked through here, and there's just nothing like this scenery. It makes you want to sing, you know, the hills are alive. It's just beautiful.
Okay, man. So, and your trail name is?
Spoons.
And how did you get that name?
I carve wooden spoons. I have a wooden spoon with me that I eat with. People ask me about it. things like that.
Truth be told, I've seen the spoons and they are exceptional. Ken could make a fortune carving spoons if he decided to.
We think it's hard to learn and everything. Those guys, anything they want, they just grab a birch log and start, and they make it.
That's pretty cool.
And it doesn't take them long either. They're so skilled and very good at it. And you realize that this kind of stuff's been going on for a long time. And you don't need, it's so gratifying to make things without power tools.
Yeah.
And just and without store-bought wood. You just get a log. Learn how to split, learn how to chop. And the more you do it, the better sculpture you get. You actually become a wood sculptor. And it's, you can put graceful lines in, and you can just make things that are pleasing to you. And as it turns out, it's super gratifying when they're pleasing to other people as well.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I kind of got hooked on.
Well, I know you made Andy and Deborah very happy with their spoons that they'll probably treat as heirlooms from now on.
Well, I tell you, I've given away over 100 spoons, and I feel kind of sorry for the people that not sorry for them, but as my carving has developed, the spoons have become super more refined than what they were.
Yeah.
The ones I carve now, I think, are the best I've ever done. It's pretty cool.
They're definitely cool. It's so pretty up here on these Roan balds that you want to stop at every single place. So this is Jane Bald, and you can see the sky has turned blue, and with some gray clouds, other sections. Look down the valley, and it's all foggy, overcast. It's the Jane Bald, 5,807 feet. We've been talking to a photographer, Larry, from Philadelphia, and he took a of Ken and I, and he's going to be sending that to me. Should be in a very nice picture. He's got a very fancy camera. Hello, guys.
How's it going?
Good. So here we are. We've come out. We're going to go down and up another hill over there. So it's just a cornucopia of visual and sensory treats. The wind is blowing. It's cool. I'm guessing about 60 degrees. Just perfect hiking weather. God, what can I say? Moya with her master mate, and she does not like cameras. If you're caught up in the Roan Highlands in a storm, this is a great shelter. Behind me is the Overmountain shelter, which is no longer an approved camping spot. Although there's a kid or someone in a hammock hanging inside the old shelter. What an amazing place this is. You got a hillside covered with these yellow wildflowers, blackberry bushes, just a killer of the mountains and valley. I see a big house up on that hill. Someone is rich, whoever owns that house. Let's see if I can zero in on it. Up that way. We've got some balls in this direction, up in the highlands. There have been several picnics here. Got campfire places in the yard here, which is kept nicely mowed. Just check out those wildflowers on that hillside. It's just amazing. This definitely would be a good place to tent camp. Hammock camping, you'd have to go off a ways into the woods, but I see trees that make that possible for sure. Anyway, we took an excursion to get here. It's about 1/3 of a mile off the trail. We left our packs up there. And gosh, check out this picnic table. I know Quicksand, the YouTube star Quicksand, would love this table out in the middle of nowhere. It's a little bit rough, but it's very serviceable. It's got some flat spots to put a cook pot. And nice sitting area there with just a killer view. We are climbing again, and I'm enjoying a really nice view of wildflowers. The barn is back there somewhere. Let me see here. Okay, the barn is that little red building down there. Can you see it? It's in a clearing. It's got a tin roof painted red, reddish color. Anyway, and look at this. Makes you want to just throw down a blanket and stay here. He's just loading up there.
I burned out like a wandering ember. I shone bright, then my journey was over. What I sought when I ran was back where I began.
When this trail decides to go up, it never stops. Look at that hill. There's a big hill to be climbed, and that's the last one of today.
No matter the rain, no matter the storm, I'm coming home. I'm coming home. Leave open the gate, don't turn off the light, I'm coming home. Well, I scratched in the dirt for a while. I gained all that I knew for a price. In the end, what I found was nowhere.
So this is the top of Hump Mountain. Little Hump Mountain is that bald over there. So this is our last climb of the day. We're all downhill from here. Yay!
Don't turn off the light, I'm coming home. Though I fought with my claws and teeth, though I elbowed my way to a seat, there be no kind of peace like you beside me. No matter the rain, no matter the storm, I'm coming home. I'm coming home.
Those are the great sounds that I'm waking up to. Oh gosh. I probably look like a mess. I forget what day it is. Wednesday or Thursday. We're a half mile south of 19E on the trail. And we are going to Mountain Harbor B&B this morning for their famous all-you-can-eat breakfast prepared by a renowned chef. I forget his name, David or somebody. So I need to get going. It's not light outside, so we hiked further down to this campsite, Apple something campsite, and there were a bunch of college kids there, and they said, well, we're kind of full here, and they were making so much noise. We backtracked and found a nice secluded spot to hang 2 hammocks, and now it's our turn to, they kept us up all last night. They were whooping and hollering and going crazy, so it's our turn to go traipsing through and talk loud and wake them up. I'm just kidding about that. We won't do that. Oh gosh. It's so comfortable in these hammocks. We're not gonna stay indoors at the B&B. If possible, we're gonna hang our hammocks. They're just so comfortable. So that's the plan for this morning, and we're probably gonna take a zero at the hostel. It is Thursday, May 20th, and 6:50 in the morning, and look who's on the move. We are all packed up and scooting on up to Highway 19E, where we hope to score a breakfast at a hostel called Mountain Harbor B&B. We had a really nice campsite last night, but had it rained, we probably would have gotten flooded. So there was a creek that ran right next to my hammock. But it did not rain, and we've awakened to this symphony of birds, including a woodpecker, just all kinds of singing birds. So the morning is off to the right foot, on the right foot. It's a pretty busy road, this 19E, and some trucks came whizzing by. Must have been doing 70 miles an hour. It's 11 o'clock and Ken and I are back on the trail, and we're just coming to a road crossing. I have a feeling we could have just walked the road and saved ourselves a couple hundred yards of climbing. The Mountain Harbor B&B had a wonderful breakfast. It was just all gourmet, man. So I'm not sure where this road goes and where we're supposed to go from here, but there's a white blaze tree down here, so that's a good clue that we're supposed to take this path right here.
Kids, get on by.
Yeah, we'll let the fast people go first.
Hey guys.
Hey man.
Good.
Good.
Y'all get in front of us because you're going to have to pass us anyway. All right, appreciate that. Yeah, okay.
We always let the fast hikers go before us. As you can see, it is a beautiful day. It is a killer. So we can't stay at the B&B with such a day. It would be criminal to not hike when it's so nice outside. It's going to be a little warm, I have a feeling, but I think we can deal with that. Okay, so I will check back with you a little bit later.
Grab a leader real quick.
I seem to be okay from my fall. I'm gonna have a sore rib or two, but we just passed the 400-mile mark, so that's pretty cool. It's Aside from that, it's just a beautiful day. I'm hoping to finish off the hills real soon and get going down some level trails. Okay, so we're going to try to get to a shelter for maybe dinner, and we'll see if we're going to stay near there or continue. We'll play that by ear. This is Jones Falls. So don't get the impression that this is the way the Appalachian Trail is most of the time. This is the exception to the rule. And if it were always like this, we could easily do 20 miles a day. But even going uphill like we're doing right now. So I always relish these smooth sections with pine needles on the floor, not too much stuff brushing against you on the side like the narrow trails. So anyway, this is the exception to the rule, and my friend in France, Sylvan, says that the guys over there have gotten the impression that it's all flat, all downhill, and that's because my videos, it's the easiest to film when it's kind of flat like this. But just thought I'd let you know that. Well, Ken and I are making our home tonight at Slide Hollow Tent Site. We're having to get kind of creative here because we're on a steep hillside. Trees were not plentiful given the number of tents up above here. But what the surrounding area looks like, I'm going to be sleeping on top of some ferns here, and likewise with Ken's hammock. It's a steep hillside. It goes, I mean, there's a drop right there. It drops 8 feet, and we hear a running creek, so that's going to be nice tonight. And it's still a beautiful day, blue sky. We're hoping we don't see any bears tonight, but there were reports of bears recently at this camp location. So yeah, the guys with tents are way up the hill there. Can't even see them from here. So yeah, we had to trape through the woods a little bit to find any 2 trees. So there's Ken relaxing, and I'm going to do the same here. Get some grub and hang our bear bags, and maybe work on YouTube videos. So hope everybody is doing well, and that's going to be it for the night for me. And I forgot to mention the mile number. We have passed 400, so I think we're up to 404, 407, something like that. So that's kind of a neat milestone. Catch you later.